Good afternoon from the Gran Canaria Airport. I am about to show you exactly what you need to know about arriving in Gran Canaria and exiting in Gran Canaria. We're going to hit arrivals first, show you everything to expect, then we're going to see departures, and it's farewell from Gran Canaria for me. Come on, let's have a complete Gran Canaria Las Palmas airport tour. Let's go. Right, so I am going to take the lift down to arrivals. Got to the airport nice and early for you so that I can do this video. We are actually just departing back over to Lanzarote, but I thought I'd get here a bit early so I can go into arrivals, show you where the buses are. I'll tell you what, it's been 20 years since, as a snot-nosed rep, I used to meet people at the Gran Canaria Airport. So I'm not entirely sure, but we'll learn together, and at least you can get an idea of what it's like. I've shown you departures before, done a full tour of departures. We'll have a quick look at that as well, but let's go. It's a big, big airport this. You've got departures on floor 2, and then on floor 0 here is the arrivals. We're in the car rental area, which is -1. In fact, we're not, we're one above there, and the car, you have to come over and get the lift down. We're heading this way, come on. So this is going to be a long old walk, let me show you. If you didn't see the video when we arrived, we hired a car with TopCar, but we arrived in the domestic arrivals. So let me show you the board. There's an arrivals 1 and an arrivals 2. You lot are going to need arrivals 2. Don't go to arrivals 1. That's where we go to flip between the islands. Domestic arrivals there, look. And I wonder if that means Spain as well. And then other arrivals, boom, follow the car hire. So if you've hired a car, this is where you pick the car up. As I said, we went with TopCar, and I'll tell you what, they're slowly becoming my car hire company of choice. So while we take a walk all the way into arrivals 2, let me tell you about TopCar, because I've lived in the Canary Islands for 20 years. I'm going to be honest, I've never heard of them. No one's ever mentioned TopCar. And I asked the guy when I dropped the car off, I said, are you new? Because I've had 3 cars from you now, and I'm really, really happy with the service, the cars, much better than Cabrera, Medina and Cicar. And he said, no, we've been in Gran Canaria for 40 years and we've been in Lanzarote for 20 odd years. It goes to show, doesn't it? Other car company I like is Six as well. They're getting quite big. Right, we are arrivals 2 this way. There's a massive spa here as well. So for you guys arriving that want to know what arrivals looks like, this is it, look. So once you arrive, if you want, you can get your weekly shopping in straight away. Spa's quite a good one as well, not badly priced. I wonder if it's the same price in the airport than it is in resort. I doubt it, but handy if you've just landed and you're dying to get something. And here we go, international arrivals here. I apologise for having my glasses on indoors, but I'm trying to look at boards and stuff, and their prescription. It's the only way I can bloody see. So these are the arrivals here. These are what we call in the trade smiley doors. Can you imagine me standing there in a pink shirt, first choice 20 years ago, smiling? God, must have had something to smile about. These days there's not a lot. Right, let me show you. Go look, lots of different nationalities here. Got a Birmingham flight coming in. You've got Rotterdam, Dusseldorf, Hamburg just on the way, look. And this is where they come through here, look. Through these doors there. Welcome to your holiday in Gran Canaria. And I take it you'll be over there, but I'm going to have a little look down here first. So when you arrive, you might have to go to one of these offices if you booked a private transport. If you're with the tour operators, look, you've got TUI there, look. More TUI. And that's where you'd go. I don't see a Jet 2. Maybe they haven't got any flights coming down. More private transfers over here. And, well, let's have a look through there. Sunweb. I think it might be a bit of a German sort of TUI day today. But you go through here to get everything. Let me show you. So if you've got a private transfer, it's one of these. Car hire, as I said, you come out and you turn right down there, just past the spa. And we're heading this way to the buses. Very loud, very loud, very, very busy. Let's show you everything you need to know. Oh, this brings me back This takes me back to my repping days. Smiley doors, meet you holiday makers, and then bring you out to the Gran Canaria coach park, look. So this is where you get the coach. Do you know what? Really does take me back. You know when certain noises and smells take you back? Petrol, bus engines, takes me back to standing here, sweating, or if it was a nighttime flight, you know, just in the night, really tired, waiting for you lot to arrive to get you on a bus and get you down on your holiday. Used to smoke Benson and Hedges in them days as well. I'd be behind the bus with the coach driver, having a cheeky fag, waiting for you lot to bloody hurry up through passport control and get on this bus so I can drop you off at your hotel and say goodbye. Gone are the days, gone are the days. It was fun there. There is a Jet 2 desk here. Hello Jet 2, how are you? You all right? We were looking for you in there. There's a Jet 2, see? And then there's more here, look. So it's a big old operation, look. You've got TUI here, look. They're the TUI buses, hello. Not very friendly as reps, are they? Bloody hell. Back in the day, in order to be a rep, you had to be, well, you had to have a personality. Seems this day you just need to be able to do your bloody shoelaces up. The world has changed. And there's another Jet 2. So there are Jet 2 here, look, but not today. And there's the buses. Right, next up, taxis. Right, taxis. Let's see where you get the taxis from. So essentially, once you're out those smiley doors, well, you've got a choice, haven't you? You should have in your paperwork which private transfer you're with. If you're with TUI, Jet 2, obviously you go straight to that desk. If you've got a car hire, don't forget, come out the door, turn right, go to the car hire desks. I would definitely recommend TopCar as well. And no, I'm not getting free cars from them. So far so good. So far so good. They do what they say on the tin. And then taxis, straight out the door where the coach park is, and you turn right. So come out of the door and turn right, and I'll show you where taxis are. And to be honest, there are some. There is not many, but at the same time, there's not many people waiting. Look, these are heading that way. I reckon to find the taxis, look, we follow the taxis. And if they've got a green light, you can flag them down, but walk to the end, because I doubt they're going to pick you up there. I would imagine, like Lanzarote Airport, Tenerife Airport, and all the rest, look, is there'll be a form and orderly queue, and you get the first one here. But very, very peaceful, look. Very peaceful, and lots of taxis. However, it's September, so I can imagine a peak season, it not being that peaceful. Right, upstairs, 2 departures for me. That was the arrivals of Gran Canaria Airport. If you're arriving here on holiday, well, I hope I've shown you what you need to do and how you need to do it and what you need to expect. I think I'm going up this way, come on. Well, I hope I'm going up this way, look. We're going up somewhere, and I'm assuming this is going to be departures up here, look. This place is absolutely huge. Look at the size of this airport. It is massive. Here we go. Departures, Gran Canaria. Welcome one and all. Welcome to the departures of Gran Canaria Airport. If your holidays come to the end and you're heading home, well, you'll either have that feeling of dread or you'll be glad to get back to your own bed. Well, I am going to show you where departures is, where you check in, and then we're going to go through, have a little nose around and show you the Gran Canaria Airport again. Come on, let's go. Here we go, look. Plenty of buses dropping people off. Oh, look at the size of the luggage that they've got. They must be related to Mrs. TravelON. She packs heavy, I tell you. Mind you, this trip, she's packed quite light. I think she's learning. Right, come on, look at the size of this place. Absolutely huge. I have to put my glasses on because I can see what's going on. So there is so many desks. You've got the TUIs here, look. Wow, there is a lot of desks. And it goes all the way down there. I mean, we're talking, these desks here are in the 300s. It goes all the way down to 100 through there. And I'm going to show you security, which I believe is down this way. So when I show you the security down here, it's literally in the middle of departures, not hidden away or anything. You'd have to go down the back streets. It's right there. Literally, you can see all the machines. You can see that people checking in. bloody chaotic. Not a fan of airports. I'm not a fan of airports. And in the last video I did, I was talking about Ryanair and the fact that Ryanair now say you can only check in digitally with your mobile phone instead of printing the boarding cards off. And I said, I like a bit of paper. I like to print it off, slip it into the passport so you know who you are and where you're going, and each person has their own thing. Now it's all on the phones, and I was pissing and moaning like I always do, and saying, you know, I had everybody's on one phone, I was trying to scan it in. What if the batteries go? What if your screen's dirty? How unhygienic is it to have a mobile phone with all your spit on and your earwax and the poor lady has to touch it? Not a good idea. A lot of you said, well, what we do is we take screenshots and send it to each individual person or a family group WhatsApp. Then if one of your batteries have gone, you've all got it. I've just done that with Mrs. TravelON. The boys of Mrs. TravelON, by the way, I've sent them through. I said, get out of my way, get out my hair. So I downloaded all the boarding cards, all the boarding passes. I've sent them to the family WhatsApp group. I said, go and sort yourselves out. So it's actually, you lot sort of give me an idea with that, but I still rather would have paper. It's just easier. It's easier for me. But technology in general, as you know, when I get to the airport, I always say, I'm going for a wee, I'll see you in 3. I've already been for a wee, off camera. But I was trying to wash my hands with soap. Why, even the soap dispensers now are digital. You have to put your hand under there and literally, like this drip of soap comes out to you. So I'm like this. Like feeding a bloody horse. Like, I had to keep doing that about 10 times to get enough soap on my hands to clean them. Oh, what is going on with the world? I think they do it because it's like hygienic, so you don't touch the tap. Just let me touch the thing that pushes the fucking soap out and put a load of it on my hand. That's better than fucking feeding the horse. Anyway, can't go anywhere without a rant, especially not an airport. Right, let me show you these departures. So you can see we've just walked past the passport control, the bit where you put all your bloody electricals and stuff. What's it called? Security. And now we're through here. So if you're with Jet 2, it's looking like your desks are in the 120s. Look, there's Jet 2, all in red, all in red. $6.60 for 2 bottles of Evian. Jesus Christ. There you go. The reds and the blues. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Red and blue. Who is going to win? Who is going to take over? Well, Jet 2 are looking very big. So who else you got down here? Ryanair, look. So if you're with Ryanair, it's looking like you're in the 200s. And if you're in Jet 2, it's looking like you're in the sort of 210s to 220s. And TUI, well, they were right down the other side, weren't they? So I always say to you, don't I? It's always red and blue. Politics, red and blue. Tour operators, red and blue. But which one are you? Either or. Let's debate. Are you a red or a blue politically? And are you a red or a blue for your holidays? Jet 2, apparently, and I don't know if this is true, I saw some knob on TikTok saying it, but Jet 2, although they look like they're doing well, oh my good God, oh, look at these, look at these, what are you doing in the Gran Canaria Airport? Where you live, where's home? Are you with Jet 2? Or TUI?
Ryanair today.
Ryanair. Yeah. Do you prefer red or blue? I'm talking about. Red is Jet 2, blue is TUI.
Red.
Are you redders?
Yeah,
there you go. Well, look at these. So why are you deserting me in Lanzarote and come over here?
Well, we came to Lanzarote, we didn't see you.
Well,
yeah, we was
and now you bloody see me in here. Well, do you know what?
Yeah.
I have got in here somewhere. Oh yes, and you've got your cases. Look, they've got their cases and everything. Wait there. Where were you from?
Forest of Dean.
Yeah, Forest of Dean, look. Come all the way to Gran Canaria and they see Mr. TravelON. My face on their case. There you go.
Thank you.
Lovely to meet you.
Lovely. Really good to meet you.
Have a safe flight. I didn't expect that. Chatting about reds and blues and politics, and we get accosted at the airport. I didn't think anybody knew me in Gran Canaria. Anyway, it's nice to meet people. I love saying hello to you, by the way. Never ever don't say hello. I know some of you message me and you say, oh, we saw you there, but you look busy. Listen, I ain't never busy. And don't worry, you know what I mean? I mean, they just completely ruined my video then. How dare they? But I'll just edit it out. Or, well, I won't edit it out. Don't need to edit it out, do I? Because it's nice to meet people. That's the thing. It's you lot that make the channel, not me. It's you lot that follow, like, share, subscribe. And if I can say hello to you, I always will, no matter what I'm doing. Unless I'm putting things together and I look stressed, then leave me alone, because then I'm getting pissed off with tech. Anyway, we are going through security. Let me know in the comments, red or blue. Which one are you? But I was saying about Jet2, I saw some knob on TikTok that says their shares or something were 20% down. Are they doing as well as they look? I don't know. Any boffins out there, do some research. I'm not looking to buy shares in them, I just want to know. Right, better put you down, because we're literally right by security. And there is security, look. Like literally right in the middle, so I can at least show it you. Right, let me get my boarding card and I'm off. Oh look, there's somebody trying to go in with a bloody QR code on a phone probably. I've got to put my sunnies on when I come to the Gran Canaria Airport, look. Oh, that's Grange Hill. Thought that was like the Miami Vice theme tune. That was bloody Grange Hill. Just saying no. I'm going off, I'm going mad. Right, duty free. Do you know what? Last time I came here, they took all the tops off the Tom Ford. Cheeky buggers. Somebody is cottoning on to my videos where Tom Ford is the best one to spray. And I couldn't have a spray, and they were right old miserable gits here. They wouldn't let me film or anything. So I am going to take full advantage because I stink again. I smell. I'll tell you why in a bit. Right, they've actually got some Tom Ford here. Black Orchid. It's only 102 quid. It's not like the 400 one, but there is some in there. There's a gold version as well. I might double spray in a minute. It's a cheaper version. The more expensive stuff, the rose prick. Took the bloody bottles off. What else we got? Let's have a look. Coco Chanel look, 140, 228 for a bit of cocoa. Oh, Sauvage. I bet they've took the tops off there as well. Yeah, look at them. Cheeky gits. You can't have a spray of the good stuff here at the Gran Canaria Airport. Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. I mean, that's cheap shit. We don't want any of that, do we? It's only 144. I mean, if we're gonna spray, we're gonna spray. I am very, very disappointed. I think it's gonna have to be that Tom Ford, to be fair, unless I find some ladies' cologne, because they trust you ladies not to spray. They know you're gonna buy. What the hell is this? Oh, do you know what? I thought this was a different shape of something else then from a distance. What does that look like from a distance? It's actually high heel shoes. I've said that before, haven't I? It's called Good Girl by Carolina Herrera. Yeah, I can think of another name to call that, and it certainly isn't a good girl. Wearing that, you're going to be a bad girl on the first night as well. Right, Mr. TravelON, behave yourself. Right, what else we got? J'adore. Nice bottle look. J'adore. 166. It's ladies out. I think I'm going to have to do a bit of Tom Ford. Just waiting for the lady to go away because she's hanging around. Hold the horses. I found some 247 euros. Allure. Yes, indeed. Where is it? Blue Chanel, actually. 147. Oh. Oh, that is good. A couple of sprays of that. And we better get out of here before we get arrested. Right, let's. Well, I think I forgot to spray my armpits because I still stink, but at least I smell good from the neck up. Let's go and find Mrs. TravelON. Let's go and let her smell me. And I tell you what, she'll be like a wild fox. Stand by. Check that out. You don't see that every day, do you? An actual DJ. I don't know. I'm putting my glasses on again. Just because I've seen a bloody DJ and there's some music playing and I smell good. I'm ready to rock and roll, me. I'm on the pull in the airport. I've just got to find Mrs. TravelON and avoid her like the plague. Right, so I've done a full video of the departures. I am not going to bore you again and walk all the way through here because it's like a half-an-hour video. If you want to see what departures is like, what you can buy, what you can eat, then I'll put the video on next. Or I'll pin it here or something so you can watch that. I'm going to go find Mrs. TravelON and I'm going to chill for a bit, but let's go find her first. Come on. There she is, I found her. I'm only joking. She's down in the departures for the Binter Airways flight, or the Canary flight, but this is Mrs. TravelON officially. If you're ever passing by, do say hello to her, but she had an accident in this one, look. Look, she bloody made a mess. Mrs. TravelON, bloody hell. Right, come on. Let's get down to Mrs. TravelON. I need to charge this camera as well, and there's charging stations down there. And unlike that man's Mrs. TravelOn, who I've just seen walking past, getting henpecked by his wife, literally. She was telling him right off, she was, you need to do this, you need to do that. Unlike that poor man, my Mrs. TravelOn is actually quite nice. She don't really give me any jip. Well, she's always nagging about something, but you know, she's got to be thick-skinned, doesn't she, to put up with me. Let's face it, you lot know what I'm like already. So she does deserve a medal. I wonder if she's had a Starbucks as well. She was gagging for a coffee. Bet you a tenner when I get down there, she's been in bloody Starbucks there. Right, come on, before this battery goes. Right, I found her. I found the charging station. She's got 2 bottles of big water. How much were these?
$3.15 each.
How much?
$3.15
Each?
Yeah.
She's taking the piss. That's €6.30. Do I smell any nice? Very nice.
Yeah, you do actually. What's
Told you, like a wild fox. Tom Ford. Right, that was airport arrivals and airport departures. Join me in the next video where we are going on a Canary flight from here. We're just going to wait for it. We've got too long to wait for me to be gassing to you lot. We're absolutely knackered. 7:30 flight. I'll take you with us over on Canary Fly. Hopefully it's not as hot as the last one because she's going through the menopause, I think. She's having hot flushes every 2 minutes. Her phone's ringing her. Who's that? A fancy man? Let me answer it. Hello?
Voicemail.
Voicemail. Right, we'll see you in the next one. Make sure to like, follow and subscribe. See you later.